Now we really have to understand the naval rules.
Yeah. But you're also spending 1 SMA of fuel for every sea zone you move. And usually that doesn't matter. But with a FAS, a small fast attack squadron, you might run out of fuel.
Where are you going, Richard?
Go. That's the part I didn't get, was that the two different kinds, the fuel and the movement points, and how they.
Yeah.
I just couldn't figure that out.
You're right with what you said, meaning that if someone said it to you, you'd understand it right away. But the way it's worded in the rules, it's like, huh?
Yeah. Let's just say the Southern Russian Navy will be very ineffective in this campaign because they don't know what to do.
I don't know where these aircraft came from. It's in my work card.
That must have been Marshall's.
I'm wondering about some of the missing ones from my air bases.
Oh my gosh!
Because
Really
when I did that one thing, it sent it to Clay's card. So maybe maybe you were working on a card that just said, "Oh, we'll throw it over here." They've all been replaced, so I just delete them. Because I went out and found the old file and just put new pieces on when they got lost. So if they're extra, I would just delete them.
I am concerned.
I think I didn't have that many aircraft in Tango. I'm just going to delete them.
Okay. I mean, it's a learning campaign anyway, so I'm not too worried about accuracy as far as if we miss a unit here or there while we're trying to figure this out.
And that'll be it. I think I'm going to leave my ships in Riga at the moment.
Good to know. Now, you know I'm going to be studying now about the naval. Okay.
I started that today. It's going to be that's like a semester course.
We will now, the Axis will move their ground units.
Marshall, did you spend an LP over in Bulgaria or wherever? Those green units, or Hungary, I guess. Sorry.
Bulgarians? Did I leave one out?
No, did you spend an LP down there for those?
No, that's what I get each turn. Actually, it says per month.
Okay, well, I thought you spent it, and I was going to say, you don't have to spend it to move them. That's only for combat.
Right, okay.
But I guess you only get 2/3. That's fine. I was just making sure you know that apparently.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
We get to move our units, and we get to transport any units as well by air. Want to move some units up. So
Marshall, where are you going to start so I can follow along with you?
Okay. Yeah, I was just getting all this.
Just let me know when you're going to start moving.
LPs on real quick. Okay, 1/3 per month for Slovakia.
This guy has to go this way.
So I had an observation I wanted to throw out there and ask you guys, and maybe it's just our inexperience with the game, but to try to not feel so pummeled, I decided to play some War in the East as the Germans this weekend so that I could be on the winning side. And in our first turn, you guys only basically moved 1 hex, but in the first week of War in the East, you basically capture Minsk. Is it just our inexperience, or they're not pushing through and breaking through, or shouldn't they be moving further out on their turns and encircling bigger chunks of Soviets, or no?
I don't know. I said I've played Fire in the East from Europa several times and the master versions, and you kick butt the first, like you're saying. Boy, I was a little confused as well.
I just think we're terrible German players.
Could very well be. I mean, I know I've done.
Well, joking aside, there is that where we just don't know the mechanics well enough to exploit them. But it just seemed like you guys didn't get much of a push the first half month of your invasion.
Yeah, this turn, I plan on.
Yeah, I wouldn't say anything except that it shouldn't reflect. I don't think it should reflect on the historical accuracy of the game. Yeah, the Germans could be very much more aggressive than they have been so far.
Okay.
With overruns and breakthroughs and encirclements and lots of attacks and piling up
Okay.
Yeah. So I think it was inexperience combined with just a horrible weather throw for the first.
That's true too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's true. They did have poor weather too, didn't they?
All right. Third Army is the.
Anyway, that's how I medicate in between turns as I go beat up on the computer and we're in the East too.
Third Army is the Mountain Corps. Mountain Corps? Let's give me more now.
2, 3. So woods is 2. You know what? It's also memorizing what the terrain costs are. So it's 2, 3. Six is the lowest. So it's going to be 2, 4, 5, 2. Do you have? Let me put this guy back. Do you guys have zone of control, zone of influence over a river?
We have a reduced zone of influence this term, so you read exactly what I got here.
So if you're reduced, a river is going to reduce it to 0 then.
Let's see. Soviet units that normally have a zone of influence are treated as if they have a reduced zone of influence. So we have a reduced zone of influence.
Until when?
Until turn 4, until August 1st.
But a river doesn't reduce it again.
I think it does. Well, a major or minor depends.
What is this one here? This looks like a major, but I might be incorrect.
That's major.
Because I'm going this way, fellers, and then if you don't have a zone of influence, I can continue on.
The only ZOA charts I see is non-mountain terrain and mountain terrain values. I don't see. I'm trying to see if it shows anything where any kind of hex sides change that as well.
4.
That seems like they would, but I'm not seeing it yet.
You know what? I can just take all my motorized units and leave my infantry back to make that move. So let me do that. That way there's no issue.
You only see if you're leaving or if you're moving into, and if it's reduced, and then it says zone of influence chart non-mountain terrain. Zone of influence chart mountain terrain. What's A/SA zones?
So this
Arctic, subarctic.
Okay, so there's a difference in Arctic and subarctic then as well.
Oh,
That's it. I don't see any.
yep. On the game charts, page 11, a reduce across a major river, a full ZOI becomes reduced, and a reduced ZOI becomes none. Therefore, we would have none across a major river.
Oh, where do you see that?
On page 11, I don't know who NB was, but he wrote a lot of stuff across his chart.
I don't see that on there.
Bottom of the
The ZOI movement cost chart.
I see it. It's a note on there. Okay, I didn't see that. Okay, yeah. All right, good catch.
It's a weird place to put it because this chart is giving you the cost to move from one zone to another. And so to suddenly stick a note under there that there is no zone across a certain terrain type is kind of weird. But
yeah, it makes it easy to miss, I guess.
Yeah, but there you go.
Yeah, my bad. It seemed reasonable. You'd think a river would affect that, but I'm like, well, I don't see anything. But
5, 6,
7. And while I'm thinking about it, I looked up that overruns in woods. You can do an overrun in the woods if there is a transportation line.
Right.
It's operational, but I think you cut in half for the value of your tackers. Now I have to look that part up.
So if you have a road going through the woods, you can do the overrun, but it's going to be penalized. Yes, you just said?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
But let me look it up again to see what the penalty is.
Let's see.
hey, Marshall, on those Romanians, you want to delete that text eventually or no? Does that bother you?
3, 4, 5,
Which one?
6.
On your
Oh
Roman-
God, there's still some. I got rid of all. Thought I got rid of all of those.
Yeah, no, it gets kind of muddled. I didn't know if it was confusing to you or not. It's kind of messy to me. But
Yeah, it is very messy. See, how did we get all the markers of the attack markers?
And the
Do we
mark-
designate our attacks yet, or?
you move, you'll set any close assault planes on where you're going to attack, so you'll set up your attack markers at that same time. So after you move, then you can start putting your attack markers down.
Okay.
Yeah, that comes separately in the combat phase.
I have a slight correction on the overruns. So overruns are permitted into woods along a transportation line, provided it's functional in the current weather, no penalty. Overruns are permitted into towns, not cities, but towns, large or small, but 1/2 combat strength.
Where is it? Railroad. So we have a railroad there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I don't move that far.
We can use some artillery. Okay.
Who, me? He's got a ball over there on the where the games are. You want to get him so he doesn't tear anything up. Huh? Yeah. Well, we're going to be playing for quite some time.
About another hour.
Yeah. Yeah, I can move that in there. 2. Well, let's see. What does it cost? Pretty sure I can, but I might as well make sure it's legal.
Three, 4, and then to leave, it's going to cost me, I think, another 4 for 8. So I'm good there. To leave just make sure I'm not over. So I have 3 and come on. So this unit went from here to straight to here. The stacks are so big that it's hard to move them. So I got to take them out, put them back into the stack, and then be able to move it.
All right. Well, now you're just bragging.
I hate big stacks.
Well, we take them over here in Russia. You don't want them. Even the Romanians look deadly to me right now.
Wow, this guy's not even on a road.
Just waiting for Marshall to spread out all of his Romanians so I can do my big Russian pincher attack.
Yeah, I know. That's what I was thinking.
I don't have anything that's that good, Marshall. I'm just teasing.
Well, it looks like I got a lot of stuff in there, but really,
well, until we
mountain there. So.
Until we don't have penalties, our numbers don't look as good as they are.
1, 2, 3. So we can maybe put these guys in that as well.
Hey, Rich, do you know when we get to actually be an effective military eventually?
1, 2, 3.
Late 42.
Yeah. Well, I was looking at least no penalties. Is there a time when we don't have like reduced?
The 1st of August.
1st of August, we're not quite so schleppy.
Correct.
All right, I'll take it. We just got to hang on to the 1st of August.
So I got all these blown bridges by me in the center.
Is that what the hit markers are? They say airbase.
Over here?
No,
No, over here, I meant to say.
no, they say BR destruction or BRDEST.
Oh, there's a
I
marker
can't
for
even
that.
move there.
Yeah, there's a marker for that goes in a hex, but the bridge is on the hex side.
Well, it's one of those type that aren't forced to fit in a hex, so you can stick it anywhere, and there's an arrow on it to point.
Okay.
So we have a river, and then we have... This is step, yes? I
Yep.
believe it is. Okay.
Yep.
What's the river cost? It's 2. And step is just 1. Okay. So we definitely can do this. So that'll be 1, 2, and then just
Yeah.
swamp. That'll cost us 5 to go in there.
Excuse me.
Who just opened up my card?
I'm just looking at your stack.
Oh,
Motorized are 1.5 on step.
I only moved like 2 X's. I knew they were going to be fine. It was more my infantry leg.
Well, they should be able to keep up it because it's 1.5 versus 1. So
On 2. Just 1, 2, 3, 4. Tim, you have someone underneath there? Oh, you do. No need to.
Yeah.
Okay. I need artillery for him.
Excuse me.
Okay, so if I move these guys, I have enough to get past you. 'Cause he's on a road. I take him. Where do I take him?
I have to sign out, guys. I got to drive 100 miles in the morning to go get an ID card.
Have a fun time doing that.
You right?
Sounds exciting.
well, thanks for joining.
Oh, you're welcome. The only saving grace is I love Indian food, and there's an extremely good Indian restaurant in that area, and I'm going to pick up food and bring it home.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And make lemonade, right?
Right. What I can out of it.
Right.
All right, Tom. Until next time.
Thanks. Enjoy.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Thanks, Tom.
Yeah.
Let's see. There's a little stars. Romanians. Third.
This guy here, he's got a note on him. in reserve, so he couldn't move. So let's put him back. All right, let's look at this. He can move up 1, 2, 3.
Tim, do you have a pretty good understanding of this game?
Pretty good. It's a little rough just because it is complex.
Yeah.
Motorized.
And honestly, I focused on the land and air, not naval. So that's something I want to learn too.
Yeah, I'd say I'm the same. You probably have more understanding in the game. I have a general understanding, but same. I don't really understand the naval much. I understand the combat part. I don't understand the spotting and the movement versus fuel, stuff like that.
At some point, I need to break out the Pacific Theater games and learn.
That just sounds brutal.
Well, but then again, ground combat will be easy. You won't have much.
That's true. Yeah, it'll be, yeah. Well, Rich was really nice last week because he was a good crutch for me. More of a wheelchair, actually. So
I'm gonna move. So you set the level 2 has no attack value, right? I don't have to have combat with it, correct?
if it's a UR, you're supposed to. If it's just the white level 2, then no.
Okay, so I'm gonna move my units back. There's a UR underneath this stack. Let me take it out. I'm gonna move it out and put it back in that hex.
Yeah, Marshall's getting a break because I had already removed those level 2s after we said that. So there's a few that he would have had to have battled, but I don't think it's going to matter.
Okay.
Right, but I mean, level 2 is a 2 strength. You can overrun that.
Okay. But it has to be with. I have one unit that's 5-1, so it's not gonna. Oh yeah, then I have my artillery with it. Let's see. All motorized units can do it. So it's 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. So 19 will put it at 9-1.
Okay. This turn you can have. Let's see. I think it's 4. Yeah, you can conduct 4 attacks at 6-1. They count as 10-1, I think.
With no losses to us, correct?
Right. I think so. I'll look it up again. Short-term
All right.
memory.
So what I'm going to do is I'll move them all there. It will overrun that one unit. How come it doesn't do it now? Hold on, let me move it out of the way. Why doesn't it move into that hex? All right. The reason why I'm moving them all there because I'm going to move the leg units right after into that hex because it'll be done there. It can't go any further. I don't have enough strength to overrun everyone else around me.
Is 2.
So this unit of yours is eliminated.
Okay, this time you can suffer casualties, but anything that's 2 stacking points or less, which would include that UR, you don't suffer any losses.
Okay, you guys want to delete this?
So you just move that unit aside to there?
I move this stack. I'm going to move it right now. I moved it into this hex right here.
Okay, and you
this,
just...
And this is the unit that needs to be eliminated.
Got it. Done.
Are you flying an air mission there, Marshall, or what?
Oh, I thought we were supposed to move our planes into.
I don't think you can. Can you? You can't do air missions during movement, can you?
No, he's gonna set his casts of where he's gonna make his attacks.
But you do that after movement, don't you?
Correct.
Yeah. So do your ground movement first, Marshall.
Okay.
Then you set your attacks, and you can set your close air support on your attacks.
Okay. None of that can move. Bring these guys up to there.
I'll be right back. Gotta feed the puppy.
Do your
Okay.
thing. I'm just about done.
All right. Nothing goes on in Bulgaria, fortunately. Hungary, it's just a mobile core, right?
Where you at, Marshall?
Hungary.
Okay.
I'm just seeing which ones I can move.
I'm just trying to follow along with you, watch and learn.
We can,
Yeah.
That's fine. So we can bring these three in there. So we're gonna go.
Assigned to 17th Army. Okay. So we will move them
So this is here.
along the road.
One. We'll go here.
There.
One. Two.
Is that fifth? I
One.
don't think that's part of it. July 2nd. Oh, okay. Transfers to mobile core.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
So wait a minute. Okay. Was that saying the Hungarians can't move in till next turn?
What page, John?
I'm just in the. Let me look at the national rules. Well, the mobile core doesn't actually is assigned to the 17th Army in July 2nd. Sure. Romania. Hungary. No, it says on the turn following a German attack, so. Okay. Yeah, I'll go ahead and.
Rail is during this turn, yes? Richard?
Hang on, I believe so.
And,
Yes.
And I can move a supply terminal by rail as well, if I'm not mistaken. I think it also costs 10 supply rail points.
No.
I know LP costs 10. Let me look at this rail. For a supply terminal, I got to go to supply terminal. So that will be on the supply. I'm just about done with my movement. I just want to move one of my STs up to the front line.
Are you up north now, Marshall?
160.
Yes, I'm in Poland, just above the Slovakians.
Okay.
116th. All right, supply terminals may be moved by. Oh, I have to move them by quartermaster or rail transportation. There it is. Yes. So you can move it by rail transportation. Supply terminals are 10 SP in size. Okay.
Oh, I see what happened there. Just
All right. So I can move it by rail. And let me just look, because I'm going to have to mark down our rail capacity. Now, where did you guys find our rail capacity?
It's in the charts on. Let's see here.
Oh, I found it. So we have 100 rail capacity. So we'll have 90 left once I move this unit. And it's a 10. Let me just check. Oh. Actually, it was never in. It was never set. So what's the capacity? What's the movement capacity for it?
It's based on the unit. It's on the chart. It shows you the type of unit and what that converts to for rail.
Okay.
See if I can find it. I'm looking for it. So, because I had to do that with the Soviets too, and Rich helped me find that, and I found it at the same time.
Okay, back.
So, what's your movement rating, Clay? It's on page 9.
No, I have. Yeah. I don't know what a ST movement rating is. A supply terminal.
I'd say a 1 or an.
Fellas, I'm trying to move the supply terminal by rail, and I'm trying to find out what the rail distance is, but a supply terminal doesn't have a movement rating. It just has OP and ST. OP is in operational, ST is when it's not in operational. So I don't know what movement rating to give it.
It's not really
It's a 10 SP. That's the size of it. So we lose 10 rail capacity.
Right.
That we set aside. So we went from 100 to 90. And now you have to convert the movement points into rail points. I don't know what movement points are. Is it 10 for an ST?
Sure, call it 10.
You got it.
Yeah.
So 10 would be 40. So I have plenty to get to where I have to get to. So I'm going to here. And I'm taking an LP for another 10. So we have 80. And another one we have 70 left. Now I'll set my attacks, the rest of them.
Shit, I did that wrong.
Is this yours, Marshall? This one up here?
What's that?
Is that your?
Yeah.
So where did he move from? Because there's going to be some zone of influence here that's going to affect your movement from here to here.
He moved from the one next to it.
Right here?
Yeah.
Oh, he just moved to there? Okay.
Yeah. Okay, there's what I did wrong. No. This don't freaking matter which two it is. This one gets another one. Into there.
This way, bridge.
This is the 54th. 55th. Six.
Well, 10 is the max you can go up to, so.
Okay. Now start moving those supply units in.
So they moved by
rail.
rail? Okay. And they remember the supply terminal has to be in a hex with 3 railroad things going into it.
Right.
Just so, like, you don't want to move them from like here to here, and then they can't do anything, right? So,
but I can move them to here, right?
I think so. Yep. That's my understanding. Anyway, that would work.
Okay.
You just have to check with Clay how much rail capacity you have, and then
We have 70 left. Stacking points. So you just count up your stacking points. As long as you don't go over 70, you're good.
and an ST is worth what?
10.
10.
I don't know. I don't know if you're going to want to put those STs and LPs into an HQ card though, Marshall, because you're not going to be able to find them.
That's true.
I mean, I don't know how that works with the cards. Maybe that'd be fine, but
Yeah.
No, keep them separate.
Okay.
I would keep those on the map.
All right.
How much was the stacking point for an LP, Clay, to move it?
10.
And then a supply terminal is 10?
Yeah, the supply terminal is going to cost 10, so we go from 70 down to 60 on our rail capacity.
Well, he moved 1 2/3 LP in a supply terminal. What does that cost?
So an LP costs 10, and a
Okay.
supply terminal costs 10.
So you moved 20.
7.
Yeah, 27.
From 70. Okay, let me look for air. All right, I'm done setting up all my attacks. I'm just looking to bring in air if I am.
Did you move? You moved 2 more LPs and another supply terminal, Marshall?
Hold on. Did I want to attack there?
No, actually, they would have to stay back there, wouldn't they? They were in Lubin, so.
You could move them. I just was checking to see.
Yeah, but did we have that much movement?
That'd be another 30, so you'd still have 13 left. You had 43 left.
Okay.
So you got enough left to move 1 ST and about 1/3 of an LP.
Yeah, I think I've got everything. Oh, no, I got to move those ones. I wrote about the Romanian railroads. Is that part of the same rail capacity, or is that separate?
I don't know. I would think it's Axis, but I don't know. I'm assuming it's Axis.
Okay, yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
So I can move. What'd you say I could move? 1 ST?
1 ST and 1/3 of a LP if you wanted.
Okay.
You can break up your LPs like money and put them in whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. An LP costs 5 stacking points, not 10.
Oh, does it? Okay.
There you
Yes.
go. Thank you, Richard.
So then you'd have another 5, 10, about 15 more. That might be enough for you to move. So you'd be at about 28, I think.
Okay.
So you could move the 2 LPs and another ST easily in Romania.
All right, so I'll move them both up there. That way they're closer to where they need to be. All right, then it's airtime.
Yep, and you assign your air missions, and you can start putting your attack arrows on there too.
Marker round. Oh no, that's not what I want. Where is it? The attack arrows are under.
I don't remember where the attack arrows
There they are. I found them.
Are they underground?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you just put them on there, and then you can spin them in place and aim them how you want.
Okay, and remind me, rotate, alternate, R.
Yeah, if you just right click on it, you can move your mouse and it'll spin the arrow. Right click, hit rotate, and then when you move your mouse, it'll turn it. You can face it however you want. And then once you get it facing the way you want, it's easier just to clone the arrows going the same direction than it is to try to place an arrow every time.
All right. So, okay, I need to rotate it.
Yeah. You right click, hit rotate, hold that down with your left key and move your mouse and it'll spin it. Then you let go and it'll face when you let go wherever you were facing.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Rotate.
7.
There we go. I got part of a rotation.
3, 4, 5.
No, damn it. The fuck is that? Oh, excuse my language.
Yeah, so if you just rotate it, can you see the one I'm doing rotating? Oh, did you delete it?
I must have.
I was going to show you how to rotate it.
All right.
So if you right click on it, hit rotate, and then hold the left key down, you can spin it however you want. And then when you let go, it'll be
Okay, there we go. I see. All right.
And then, like, if you wanted to attack up north, like if this one wanted to attack, if this guy right here wanted to attack here, it's easier just to go down to that one, do basic, do clone, and then just put another arrow like that.
All right.
It's just faster than spinning them all.
All right, fellas. I think from my area, I am complete. Is there a unit under here? How did this get here by itself? Was there a unit here?
I'm not seeing where you are, Cliff. Clay.
Yeah, yeah.
There's a unit in there?
It's just an 11-6 infantry division.
Well, there is something there. Okay, it's not showing that there's anything there on my side. That's why I'm asking.
Oh, you don't see it under that. You only see the one?
Correct.
Yeah, it's this unit right there.
All right. I just wanted to make sure that I did put it on a unit. So
I don't see that there's a way to move that to the top.
that's okay. When we when we do combat, it'll come up.
Okay.
The aircraft that are basically reconnaissance but have a bombing rating, I can use those for air support.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So maybe
what units can you use for CAS? Is there restrictions, guys?
your bombers that have an operational bombing. That's that left bottom corner number.
Right. The first number, right?
The first number all the way to the left. That's the operational. The second number after the dash is strategic.
Right. And so reconnaissance planes that have a tactical bombing rating can bomb in the CAS.
Correct.
That's correct. Okay.
If you have a fighter that has a bombing rating, what I did is I right-clicked on it, and then I put it into CAS bombing. So they know that that's being used as a bomber, not a fighter.
Okay.
Yeah, you can right-click and put the mission on it if you want.
I didn't do it for my bombers because obviously it's for bombing.
But that fighter you have that has a 0-0 for bombing, he can't do CAS.
Right, he's an escort, but so he hasn't come out yet.
I don't know, but we can't intercept anyway, unless it's within 1 hex of an airfield. So
okay,
I can't fly over there and attack anyway.
That's true. I forgot about that. You had to be with. I forgot about that restriction this turn.
I do have one bombing mission I want to run.
You can drop it down for Cass.
That's not for Cass. I'm going to conduct a raid on Berlin.
Oh, you are.
Yes, Berlin's not on the map, but I'll just put it.
So how do we intercept that?
You don't.
We're flying over the poles.
Yeah,
And this is the Russian version of the Doolittle raid.
correct. Sort of called for in the rules. I think but Berlin's not on the map, and there were probably fighter coverage in Berlin, but it's just one of those magical. These are things you have to do.
I seem to get messed up there, but oh well, I will. Let's just go ahead and decimate that guy. Well, it's nothing to be.
While he's doing that, my Marshall, I meant, is doing what he's doing. Let me just check something on the sequence of play. We can start in the north.
Sure.
Up here, Richard. I have these 2 units coming in for Cass. This is escort. These are the 2 bombers going in on number 1.
You're not doing anything in the far north?
I'm all the way at the top.
Well, I see where you're at, but you're not doing
Finland?
anything in Minsk.
Up here in Finland? No.
I mean, I'm perfectly happy if you don't, but
I have to get my SPs and everything over there. Oh, I've moved these guys. That's right. Let me move my SP. So I want to train that over to here. Before I move that one. You, Richard, said we can't cross the border. Is that what you're saying?
no, you can cross the border.
Oh, so we can do it
Finland?
now.
Yes.
Okay. All right, since we can do that, then let me do this. Let me just put this up there.
And No, this is it. Nope.
Let's take these guys out.
Come on, rotate, you sucker. No, I don't think that working.
You want some help, Marshall? I can do that. You want to go to the southwest or what?
No, I want to go right here. It's only one unit I messed up. I meant to bring in a lot more in there. No, I want to attack this guy here with it. I'm just going to have it a 2 stack on that one.
To the east or northeast?
Southeast. Because that's just a single artillery in it.
Yeah, I don't have anybody southeast of you though.
Or southwest, excuse me. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's what. Okay, I can rotate it. Like that?
Yes.
Oh, they can go by rail. So we use by rail another 10, 20, 30 points. Are we over?
Yeah, you only had like 10 or less is all you had left after Marshall did his stuff.
I want to check to see if Finns are underneath the Germans.
Finland should have its own
That's what I'm
rail
thinking.
cap.
That's exactly what I'm thinking. Yes. So they have 10, so I can't move what I just did. So let me move these guys back. Okay. And I move these guys here, and I can only move one of them. Where did it come from? I think it was here.
Put all this damn text on there.
Okay, I believe I'm done. Okay, I'm done in the north. In Finland, I should say. Okay, now we can do this attack over here. Richard.
Okay.
I have 90. Oh, first let's do the air. Do you have any planes that can intercept these?
No, nothing in range.
All right. So these two bombers are bringing in 4 each. That's going to give me 2 combat points. So I'm coming in with 90 plus the 2 is going to be 92. It's these two stacks that are attacking. Let's check to see if I have. Did my no, I take that back. So I have 92, and the dice modifiers are going to be for air superiority. What's the terrain we're fighting in again? Woods. So it's going to be a -1 for woods. So it's going to be a wash. It's going to be a wash on DRMs. How many points do you have?
I have 7.
All right, so we're all the way at the end. And I'll roll the dice and see what we come up with. A 1. So I rolled a 1. We're on 9-1. So it is a half exchange. So how many stacking points you have?
2.
2. So you're going to be eliminated, and I have to lose. I have to flip a division. And we lost 2 infantry. Okay. So we get to take that hex. Yeah, let me move this off your guy. Oh, you know what? I'll leave that there so you know who you can react to. And let's see. Do I want to move into the hex? Do I want to keep it here? We move half of our movement. Sure. Let me move this to the side, and I'm going to move up and put this on top of my guy.
Why do I have 2 Stukas there?
All right, so we're going to go for number 2.
That must be.
That's Clay.
Yeah, I was going to say, yeah, that must be up in Clay's.
Let me check my units. What do we have? We have 24.
I'm gonna have to run here in a couple minutes, fellas. If you guys want to if you guys are gonna keep playing and you want to let Marshall do some attacks, you guys can do my stuff.
So we're just gonna go here, straight on with this to here.
Okay.
So I have. Oh, what are we fighting in?
Oh, you know what? In that last attack, I'm not worth 7. I'm worth 3/4 of 7. So I don't know if that make a difference or not, but
No, because we'll be all the way at the end anyway, so it didn't matter.
yeah, I was worth 5 1/4. So this time I'm worth 19 times 0.75.
So I'm fighting in the woods. Correct? You're in the woods.
Yes.
So that's going to be 1 across the board for me. So what I have 16 is 30, 40, 43 times 1.5 because everybody's still in supply. So we're 64.5 divided by what? What are you?
14.25.
That's 4.5, so 52% chance to go up. I'll roll. We did not. So we're at 4-1 for this attack. So it's just this stack against that stack. Let's see if do you have armor?
I do not.
I do not as well. Let me just check my other stack.
At the restroom. Sorry. Didn't mean to kick your ball.
Next is terrain. You're going to get a -1 for terrain, right? No, let me just go in order. Air superiority, I do not have. Terrain, you get a -1 for terrain. Freezing, concentric attacks, nothing. That is it. Everything else on the side doesn't. So it's just a -1 to the roll on a 4-1 table. So we'll roll right now with a -1 to our roll. A 6 becomes a 5. A 5 is exchange on a 4-1. So tell me what you're losing. I have to lose the same.
I'm losing 3 stacking points.
I'm hungry. I'm thirsty.
Okay, so I'll lose 3 stacking points as well. Let me flip 1 and let me eliminate these 2. Hold on, 2 infantry.
And do I have to retreat?
Is that water?
Exchange. Let me check that. Hold on.
Smaller force retreats on an exchange.
So we clone this and then we eliminate it. Is that correct, or we just eliminate it?
You clone it, then eliminate. Yes.
Even if it's 1 step.
Oh, if it's the 1 step that you're losing, you just eliminate it.
Okay.
It's slightly off and slightly warmer.
Yeah, the cloning is just on the reduced units.
It just needs slightly off and slightly warmer.
Got it. Okay. All right. So you retreated,
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, already.
and we are not taking that hex.
My unit magically turned into a different unit. I don't know how that happened.
Really?
Really?
Yes, it was a 14-6 division. Now it's a 13-6.
I forgot. I forgot to put a marker in this guy right here.
Okay.
So you and I on this. Let's see. Motorize.
It's woods again.
All right, fellas, I gotta go.
Alrighty.
Have a good night.
Good night.
Oh, what do I have? 40, 48.
So did you get off?
50, 51,
Getting ready to, honey. I'm going to tell him I'm going to get off of here in just a second.
2, 4, 6, and 12.
While Clay's figuring that out, Marshall, one option is arrange a time with the other Steve to do your attacks, or we can do your section next session.
Okay.
Okay. I have 51 of motorized and 18 of leg. That's 69. 69 times 1.5 is 103. Remember, artillery can be used as leg or motorized. I'm using them as leg.
Where's this attack at? What hex?
Right here.
Okay.
Okay, I'm worth 15 there.
All right. Steve, are you still on here or did he get off?
Steve is off.
Okay. I'm getting ready to get off too. I will get a hold of him then about seeing about rearranging something.
Okay.
All right. So we're at 6.9. I'm going to roll.
Okay. Well,
see
good
if I
night,
can-
gentlemen.
Good
Sorry.
night. No. Good night, Marshall.
Good night.
So 6.9. So that's a 7. So we go up to 7 to 1 on that hex, on this hex right here. So
Okay, now
go ahead.
do you have like a lot of shock effect there with your armor?
Correct.
Did you account for that, or?
I'm going to do that's for the dice modifier.
Okay, because I also have armor.
That's going to reduce it. So how much does wood reduce it? I don't think it does, but just check it.
It would. We got good weather.
Yep.
Motorized. It does. Combat modifier does not. It's one. It's one. One is your CEV, right?
Our CEV is 1.5.
Okay, never mind. It's just 1.0 is a combat modifier, so I think that is basically no effect. And
So my armor factor going in is full. So I have 8 stacking points, which gives me a +2. You have armor of how much?
4 stacking points. Well, I need to look that up because Soviet armor isn't all. for 1. Let's see. Trying to find the chart here.
Okay, I think it's page 12.
Well, okay.
Oh,
No, it's
chart 12, I meant to say. Chart 12.
chart 12. Well,
Is that what you're looking for?
no, I'm looking for the combined arms effects starting on chart page 17.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay.
And I think the answer is that it's ATE is anti-tank effects.
Correct.
So so it's one for your armor and one for my ATE. So
Well, I have 2. I'm a +2. You're
Oh,
going to
okay.
be -1. So I'm
Right,
gonna get a +1 to my roll.
okay. All right.
What about the woods?
Now I'm gonna lose 1 for the woods, so it's a wash on the woods.
Okay.
I don't have any air coming in, so nothing there, and that's about it. It's a straight on attack, so no dice modifiers, and we're at the 7-1 column.
All right.
I will roll, and you guys tell me what the result is. A 3. On a
Half exchange.
half exchange. So tell me how many stacking points you have.
5.
So you have 5, but I have to lose half of that.
Right. So you have to lose 2.5.
Which I can. So and I'll lose. Okay, and you retreated, correct?
Correct.
Yes. All right, that's done. So we are down here. Number 4. Oh, there's one at number. Is there a 3 somewhere?
Looks like number 3 is pointing at the
It,
AT gun stack.
it should have been on top of a unit. It got moved. I don't know how. I don't know where it was. So let's just go to number 4 for now.
Okay.
So we have 24, 26. 27, 28. And this is 1, 2, 3, 4. Motorized. So it's just a straight on attack from here to here. And so you're in
Intensive lakes.
Intensive Lakes.
Talking number 4, right? It's right there.
Yeah.
So we're going to be at 1 value, but 75% of us on the motorized. So we have a motorized of only 4 times 0.75. It gives us a 3. And we still have full amount for our legs, which is 26, which becomes 29. So we have 29 times. I don't think I'm in offensive supply for that. Where are we? 4. Nope, we're not. Oh,
Yeah, you
yes, we
are.
Yes, we are, because of the guy next to me. 29 times 1.5. So we're 43.5. What are you?
13.5.
Say that again, Tim.
13.5. But it's technically Rich's unit.
So we're 3.22. I'm going to roll the D10, 100. We're not. So it's 3-1, Richard,
Okay.
on number 4. Okay. I don't have any armor with me. I don't have anything that can help me to give me a dice modifier that I see. You are in Tense Lakes, and that's going to give you a -1 because it's good weather. So you got a -1. All right, so I'm going to roll. It's 3-1 with a -1. 7 minus 1, 6. What's the result?
Exchange.
Again?
Yep.
Okay, Richard, what is that?
2 stacking points.
So I have to-
Well, it was 4, but I lost 2.
You lose all your stacking points. No, you lose half. That's correct.
I was half.
You lose half, and I have to do the same. And you have to retreat. So I'm just going to move this away, go here, put that on top. All right, I guess this is you, Tim, the number 5 one. This one here over here.
That's still me.
That's
Still him. Yep.
32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 56, and then I'm going to only bring in, okay, what are you sitting in?
Clear.
Alright, clear is going to times us. It's mostly motorized our units, so we're times 1.25. Before I do that, let me check my artillery. Two, 4, 5. Okay, we are 114.37.
I've got 9.
We're going to be off the chart, so I don't even have to do that. So we're at 9-1, and we do have armor with us. We have 8 stacking points. Do you have anything to combat that?
Nope.
So we're gonna get a +2. We're straight on attacks, nothing else. I don't have air, so it's just gonna be a +2 because terrain doesn't get in the way. And we're all the way at 9-1. So we roll the 5, becomes a 7. I think you're DE. I believe you are. So defender eliminated. And now I'm at number 6 down here. Coming from here to here.
Yep, that's me.
Okay, let me just do some motorized, 2, heavy, 2, 19, 33, 34, heavy 2, 4, 5, becomes a 7. Okay, we're fighting across a lake, a river in rough. No,
Clear.
clear.
Clear, there's a town, but it's just a town. I'm sorry, it's a small city.
Correct. Okay. So the river, I know it's going to keep us at 1, but you're going to get a minus on the dice roll because of a river. And the city gives you, small city gives you a -1 as well. So you're going to have a -2 so far when we get the dice modifiers. Okay, so what I have, oh, 36 and 7. 13, 40. So I have 43 before anything, but I don't have, sometimes 75% because I don't have offensive supply. So 43 times 0.75, we're 32.25.
And we're 22.5.
That's 1.43.
Okay.
All right, we're at 2-1.
Oh, bastard.
You
I
get
mean, gosh, that was a lucky roll.
yes, it was. So we're 2-1. You get a -2 to this roll. So I'm going to roll right now. 8 becomes a 6.
QH?
Quarter half. So we're quarter, you're half. So what is your stacking points?
Okay. Seven.
So we're a quarter of that, which is 1.75, which is going to be 2 for us.
I'm half, 3.5.
So let's see what I'll do here. Oh, let me close my card. I'll wait for you to finish yours, and I'll open my card.
Okay, I'm done.
I will eliminate this unit here. All right, so I satisfied that, and you can retreat out of there, and we'll take that hex.
Okay. At this point, can I depart the area of operations here?
Yeah, Rich, your attacks are all done, or the
Well,
attacks.
Let me do my raid on Berlin.
Okay.
I did some research. I have a 10% chance of getting a hit on a night bombing mission. That'll clear up the problem with the anti-aircraft fire and that other kind of stuff.
I'm just right now saving this file.
Okay.
Don't want anything to happen to it. All right, you can do your attack on Berlin.
Okay. I missed.
Wonderful.
And
Gad, what are you gonna say?
and say you're right. There would be fighters and anti-aircraft and et cetera, but there's no Berlin hex, so it's just one of those gamey things that it says Soviets have to do that. So I've done it once. Got to do it, I think, 3 more times. But with that, I'm going to be signing off. So.
Okay, we're gonna finish up. We only have 1, 2, 3, 6, 7,
Okay.
8.
By the way, next Tuesday, I'm going to have to be at a meeting. I should be back by 9 o'clock Central, which would be 8 Eastern time. So anyhow, I think I'm going to miss about 2 hours worth.
Okay.
All right. Sorry about that.
You're good. No need to apologize. So I have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. I have 1. Motorize. All right, so I'm going after number 7 here, and I'm just adding up the 2 stacks, or actually it's 3 stacks.
Yep.
So I got another 24, and then I have 3 heavy, and I have 1 motorized. You wanna know what? It's this one here. It's 24 and 3. 48, 13, 16. Okay, what am I fighting in?
Step.
Step.
Yep.
There's only 2 motorized, so I'm not even going to be worried about that. Everyone else is leg. So I have 88 plus the 2, which would be 90. And that's not including times 0.75, which brings me down to 67.5.
Okay, and I have 12.75.
Puts us at 5.29. Rolling. Oh.
Nope.
We missed it. Just missed
Yep.
it. 5 to 1.
5 to 1.
You have a -1 for the river.
Yep.
I get a +1 because I have 3 units attacking you. Concentric attacks.
Yep.
That's what it's called. There is nothing else. I don't have any armor. I don't have any. Oh, I do have air, but that's for fighters. Oh, there's a guy underneath it. Right here. These guys are on this.
Okay.
So the one I'm not even going to count, but we do get a +1 for air superiority.
Okay, because you have a combative support. Got it.
Correct. So it's just a +1 on a 5 to 1.
Yep.
2 becomes a 3.
UH.
QH again. Seems we're getting an exchange, half exchange, or quarter.
Yep. And I have 6 stacking points, so you're going to lose 1.5.
Correct. So I'll flip my unit. Take another loss. And I'll mark that an extra loss I took. I'll move this off of you, so
Okay. Then
which way are you retreating? Oh, you might lose. You might die because of I have zone of influence right here and zone of influence right here.
the river doesn't reduce yours.
No, we just found out it does not.
Oh, that's correct because it's a minor river. So yeah, I lose it all. Okay. Okay.
All right, so we'll move up and then we'll put this back on my guy. All right, we'll go with number 8, and I'm coming from this hex straight on.
Yep. Okay.
Let's see what I have. 24, 36, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. I'm only going to bring in that. So I'll just bring that in, and what's underneath them? Another 12. 10. So I have 60. What's the terrain? It is...
City.
Ooh. It's not good. It's a major city?
Major city.
Alright, so we're 60 times 0.75. That's 45. Now we have to go 45 times 0.75 again. We're 33.75.
And I'm 36.
0.93. So there's a small chance we can go up. Well, it's a big chance we can go up to 1 to 1.
Yeah, big chance. You made it. So it's 1 to 1.
Where are we fighting again?
Bialystok.
Okay, so
Number 8.
You get a -1 for the river.
Yep.
How much for the city?
That's what I'm trying to find.
Okay, it's on. I'll find it. It's on the chart number 9, and for a major city, -2. So -3 so far, and I believe that is it. I don't have any armor to fight you. Yeah, so
Okay.
-3 to this roll. 1-1 with a -3 to the roll. Here we go. A 0. It comes out to be a 0 on.
AE.
Wow. Wow. AE. Oh
Yep.
God. Let me see how many. 2, 2. You wouldn't believe how many units I just lost.
But just think of all those replacement points.
Let's see if I can highlight. Oh no, you can't highlight multiple ones.
No, I tried.
I know what I can do. I can take them all out, and I'll do highlight it like that. Because it'll take me forever trying to do each one of these. As you can see, these things all piling up. You can see how many units I'm losing.
Yeah.
Okay, let's highlight this. Gone. Then I'll flip these over. And then the one underneath it gets
Well,
flipped.
then you got to clone those and send the clones back.
What I've been doing is I've been writing them down what I lost.
Okay.
So I've been keeping my tabs on a pad of what I lost.
Whatever works. We've been using the eliminated sheet.
Now, do I have to retreat? Let's see. AE? No, no one retreats.
Yeah.
All right. That sucked. Let's go now to number 10 down here. Let's see if we can make up for it. So
Oh, I think you might.
we have 36. 1, 2, 3. And we have 3 motorized, and then artillery. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 5, which becomes legs. So I'll be 41. What's the terrain?
Swamp.
Okay, let's keep them separate. Swamp. Alright, motorized is halved. So 3 becomes 1.5, and then leg is 1. Okay, so we're at 42.5. We don't have offensive supply. So 42.5 times 0.75. We are 31.88. 31.88.
And we are 6.
So we're going to be like 5.31. We just missed it. So 5-1.
Yep. 5-1 and -1 for the river.
And I have no armor. Straight on attack. Nothing that can help me. So that's it. Alright, 5-1, -1. Roll the 1 becomes a 0. Let me look at the chart. 5 to 1. On a 0, we are quarter retreat. So we're going to be quartered, you retreat.
Okay.
How many stacking points you had?
That was number 9.
That was number 10.
Number 10, sorry. There we go. 2.
So we're going to have to lose 1. So I have to flip one of my guys. So we lost 2 infantry, but 1 bonus. Because I didn't really have to lose that. Okay. Let me move this out of the way. Move into here. And put this back on top. Alright, so we're going for number 9. $36, $48. 2, 3, 7, 8, 9. Heavy. 1, 2, 3. And then these guys are, what do we have? 24. Okay, so you said number 9, and we're crossing a river, doesn't do anything, and we're going into step. Step is, I think, 1.25 or 150. 1.5 for motorized. All right, so we have 3 plus 9 is 12 times 1.5 is 18. That's 10, 8, 9. So we have 90 times 75.75. So we have 67.5.
And I have 9.75.
That's 6.92. Unless I roll
Yep.
crappy, it's going to be 7 to 1.
7 to 1.
All right, so 7 to 1. Minus 1. And I think that's it.
Yeah, because you're attacking both across the river and not across the river, so you don't get that shift. Just the one shift for the fortification.
Oh, you're in a fortification.
Yep, level 1.
Oh, that's going to affect my attack strength.
No, it's a 1.0 on your attack strength, but it's a -1 die roll modifier.
Okay, so -1. Here we go.
Well, it's field works, not fortification.
Okay. I rolled a 1.
So that's a 0 DR. Oh, and did you have air, or those air elsewhere?
No. These airs over here are for here. These airs are for here. So this whole stack will be for this number 3. This whole stack will be for number 10.
Okay, DR, I cannot retreat because of zones of influence.
Correct.
So I'm reduced in place, correct?
You're completely eliminated. Oh no, you are. Yeah, you're completely eliminated. Let's
Now,
look at
can
that.
you express a zone of influence into a swamp?
Let's look at that, Tim.
Because that guy next to me is in swamp.
Zone of influence. Page 37.
Isn't there a reduction chart or a chart for reductions?
There is a chart, and it is. It's on chart 11. So I don't see anything for swamp.
No, you're right. It's only mountain.
And in the rules, it states here under 7B,
Mm-hmm.
sub B, retreat. A force cannot retreat through a full or reduced ZOI, enemy
Okay.
ZOI, unless allowed in a P&E. And we know in a P&E it doesn't allow it.
Right.
So I'll move this off of you.
Yeah.
So you retreated out of there?
No.
Oh.
No. Top. Oh crap! I'm gonna look at the retreat restrictions and requirements, and I gotta look at the PDF. I was looking at the paper rule. Just trying to keep the guy alive.
He's dead.
But
There is nothing that can keep him alive.
again, let me just.
Take your time.
Yeah, I'm going to look at the PDF rule. Because the printed rule says he survives and is reduced. But,
Oh, I see what you're saying. Do
yeah, I just
do they get
want to make sure the
reduced?
rules we're playing by
You know
are
what?
the same.
I would do this. Let's reduce them. Put a note on it. Retreat them, reduce them. Put a note
I
on
just
that
reduced
player,
it.
and then we find out: do they completely get eliminated, or is it just they reduce down?
Yeah, we can look at this. Well, hang on. Basic. Oh, flip. There we go. Flip. Note. Okay, I put the note on it. you got 1, 2, 3, 4?
Yes. So this big stack is just going here.
Oh, okay.
So let me add up this.
Okay.
All right, let's see. Your terrain. Oh, first let's just do air. You can't bring in any air. Is that correct?
Correct.
So I'm going to have then 8, 9, 10. So for every 4, I get a point. So I get an extra 2 points. But they don't count under the CEV modification.
Okay.
Let me see what terrain you're in. You're in swamp. Okay. Swamp is 50%. That's going to be an 8. I mean, yeah, that's an 8. At Cav. There becomes 10. So it's 18. And swamp 4. Legs even. 24. Okay, I'm sitting at 45 times 0.75. I'm sitting at 33.75.
Okay, and I'm 14.25.
And then I got to add those 2 for the air. It's actually 35.75. All right, hold on. 35.75. And then what was yours?
14.25.
2.51.
Hey.
Maybe. Maybe I go up to 3 to 1. Let's see. Nope. Just
So
miss.
2 to 1.
2 to 1. And what does swamp give you?
Look. Swamp, good weather.
2.
Yeah. 2.
And then I get 1 for air.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just -1. Here we go.
2 to 1, -1.
It becomes a 6. A 6 for 2
Darn.
to 1.
QH.
Quarter halved. Okay, I'll take that.
Mm-hmm. And I have 5.
I'm going to move these guys out. So you have 5. So that's going to give me about 1 something, but it's going to have to go up to 2. Unless I do have enough change in there. You know what? I'm just going to flip a division.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we'll do number 1 over here. 6.25. We are 52.69.
And I'm 9.75.
9.75 is 5.40. Rolling again. 88. Nope. 5-1.
And mods,
It's
die
gonna
roll
be
mods.
yeah. We have 8 armor, so that's going to give us a +2 for armor.
Yep.
I have no planes coming in, and so it's just a +2.
Okay,
10 becomes a 12.
that's eliminated. Except for it's a division. Well, it's reduced, and then I have to retreat, and I cannot retreat. So he is eliminated.
And so this stack here will be going after that stack there.
Mm-hmm.
So what do I have in these? 24. So that's that. And we have 3, 6, 9. Okay. And I'm fighting you in step.
Step.
1 point. .25 times 75%. So we're 51.19.
Okay, and I'm 0.75. Oh, sorry, 7.5.
That's 6.83. 6.83. We roll is a 5, so we're at 7-1.
7-1.
I don't have. Oh, I think I had armor. Did I have armor? No. Oh yeah, I did. I have assault guns, and they don't give me. Oh yeah, I get 1 point +1. I have 3 assault guns, battalions, and I think
Yeah.
each one is 0.5, if I'm not mistaken. It's on a chart. We can check it right now.
So just go ahead and roll, because 7-1.
6.
Sticks is a DE anyway, so it's dead. Or I reduce it. Okay. Okay.
Last one. These planes are going in. You're not going to bring anyone, so that's going to give me 3 points. So I'll move these out, and we'll get a +1. And we get +3. And the unit that's attacking. $35. In the woods. So it's just 35 times 75%. Is 26.25 plus the 3, so 29.25. You are?
I am 20.25.
20.25.
Yep.
1.44.
Okay.
Nope.
Okay. 1 to 1.
1 to 1. Woods gives you a -1, yes?
Yes.
I have armor. Does Woods do anything against armor? Let's take a look. Woods full. No, I come in with full. So I get a +1 for armor.
Okay.
And
ASC, I've got 4.
oh, so you have as well. So that gets
Yeah.
so that's a wash.
Okay.
But I get +1 for air.
+1 for air, -1 for the wood, so it's all a wash.
Correct. So 1 to 1. Here we go. 6.
ER.
I'll take that result.
Yeah. I
That.
bet you would. I do not blame you at all for taking that result. Okay.
And that's it for combat. And then I'll save it here. And then you can figure out your
reaction.
Where is it now? Here we are. All right, not bad. We got through everything.